Hi, welcome to the Paris Show. On today's episode, we are joined by Drag Race UK superstar Copper Top, and we're going to be getting into a lot of non-binary finery energy. Today's guest is someone who doesn't just enter a room, they electrify it. They're bold, they're brilliant, and they're orange. They have more charisma in one eyelash than most of us do in our entire bodies, and you'll know them from Drag Race UK, where they served looks, hearts, humour, and a whole lot of copper energy as well. And since then, they've been using their platform to champion authenticity, creativity, and being beautifully, unapologetically themselves. A performer, an activist, and a queen with wit as sharp as their cheekbones. Please welcome the sensational, the iconic, the one and only Copper Top.
Hello.
Do you know what? It's a pleasure to have you here finally.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And babes, you've been a busy bee. You've been busy. You've been doing music. Like, what's happening? So, drag, music. What else have you got hidden that we don't know about?
Yeah, I have been quite busy. 2025 into this year it's been very, very busy. I came off the back of Drag Race, had no idea what I was doing.
That must have been terrifying.
It's terrifying because you suddenly go, hang on, I'm part of a cohort of people who all want to do the same thing. Yeah. Pretty much. How do you separate yourself from that and make an impact? And so I slept for quite some time. Maybe for too long.
As in you slept on the ideas, or you slept?
Physically slept.
Right.
And it was much needed, much needed.
You needed the rest, that it's chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, absolutely, you know, my drag has changed for the best.
Amazing.
Which I love. You know, we could get into this later on, but, you know, I'm exploring my queerness, what that looks like.
Beautiful.
Turned 40 and was like, well, hang on. Midlife, life's starting again. What am I doing here? I'm not being myself. How do I be myself?
I genuinely don't believe that you are 40.
And no Botox.
And no Botox. I was going to say, who's this doctor of yours? But like, it's just au naturel.
It's thanks, Mum and Dad.
Yes, great genes, great genes.
What a good thing they gave me.
Good work, folks. Good work.
But yeah, so like, you know, I'm dabbling at music. You know, I've got, you know, when I was a teenager, I loved Muse and like Feeder, Funeral for a Friend, and yeah, there were so many bands I loved.
Oh my God, that's so my jam.
Okay, this is what I love listening to. Why am I not doing this? Why is this not part of my identity? And so I'm finding my way with music. I've made music. Do I love it? I have a love for it, but I've not quite found my sound yet. And I've made a documentary that's coming out soon.
Oh my God.
I've got a podcast that's coming out as well. So like,
Books
it's all
blessed.
very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did it myself, and that's what I'm really proud of. I didn't wait for somebody to like go, here's this opportunity. I sort of was like, okay, hang on, I need to do this myself. And I pitched to companies. I pitched, and that took 2 years. And now we're reaping the rewards of
finally
some very hard work.
But like, you've got your music. I love that you really love the kind of music that I do. Like, I'm really into like download festival type vibes. So when you were saying,
have you seen the lineup recently?
the lineup for this year is going to be insane. Limp Bizkit, Guns N' Roses, Linkin Park. I could
Feeder there. That's why I got excited.
Baby Metal.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be there.
I'm sorry, but like you need to be on these stages. You need to be on these stages and gracing us with your presence there, because I feel like that's what's missing here.
This is a goal of mine, but I've got to get some things out there first. So you know, I'm working on some things that will hopefully get me into these spaces.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you were saying about music and how it's a really interesting journey that people can have, not only with life in general, but like with their projects as well. So I'm somebody that also creates, and sometimes it's a journey when you're exploring whatever it is, and that taste can change. You could end up doing a hip hop album or an EP and then do a metal one and then do a dance single. So like, where do you feel in your heart, what does your heart truly desire in terms of music? What do you really want to get out of music?
Yeah, I've always been a fan of like the rock ballad.
I see.
And it was funny because I sort of sat down with myself and I was like, listen, I'm just like a lot of people. There's a lot going on. I'm very complex. And a lot of these things that are going on in my mind are very dark. And so how can I get through this? It's by writing.
Yeah.
And as you know, rock and metal and all of these lovely things, they lend themselves to a dark topic.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, you know, I think that's why I love it. That's why I loved it as a teenager, and still do, you know.
I'm an emo kid still. I'm just going to say it. I'm still an emo
I'm
kid.
so glad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, it's really funny because I loved all of these bands, but then at the same time I had this obsession with like Hayley Williams.
I want to marry her.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I want to be Hayley Williams or marry Hayley Williams.
There's
Or a
something about
combination.
her.
Yeah.
She's iconic and the most amazing vocalist and so creative. And some of the songs from this new album, they've like...
True Believer is... I cried so much. Listen to that. Genuine like goosebumps. And speaking of like how people can be moved by music, people are moved by you. Don't forget, people are moved by you, what you do, your creativity and your visibility as well. I want to touch upon your exploration of pronouns. And I think it's quite a beautiful thing that, you know, sometimes we don't always know what we are in that moment forever and ever. It can change, you know. I was he strictly for a while and realized actually, no, I'm definitely he, they, trans, non-binary. I feel like that really holds space in my spirit. That is me.
Yeah.
So how was it for you with your journey and exploring that?
Yeah, I think it was much later in life for me. I can hold my hand up and say 20s, I was a demon twink. 30s, I was a heteronormative gay.
A demon twink. For those who don't know what that is, please tell us what that is.
The definition of a demon twink would be bit of a scene queen.
Ah, okay.
Has a certain bone structure.
Pretty, very like in the know. They know everybody. They're in the clubbing scene kind of vibes.
Yeah, and I was a Soho queen.
A Soho queen.
Yeah, I was.
Hey.
Yeah, it was a it was a time. We're not gonna say that it was a great time. We're not gonna say that it was an authentic time. I used to dye my hair black.
Oh, right.
Black hair with ginger roots, not the one.
I just love the natural hair, so.
Thank you, and I like, you know, now I'm embracing it.
Good.
Back then, I didn't just dye my hair, I dyed my eyebrows, I dyed the armpit hair. Like,
You dyed your armpit hair?
this was because somebody said to me once, you'd be really good looking if you weren't ginger.
I'm sorry, but that person needs to...
Yeah, but I fully took that on and was like, why am I doing this to myself? And then so, yeah, got to my 30s, was like, whoa.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad that you have embraced who you are and you have fallen in love with who you are.
Yeah.
Which takes time. And I'm 35 and I've only, in the space of like the last 6 months, I've only just started to learn what that is.
Yeah. And it's an ongoing process and it keeps going. And so I always say to people, I'm 42 now. I'm still on my journey. And it's a crazy one. It's why I made my documentary, because I was like, there's lots of stuff going on in this world that I don't agree with and I don't feel comfortable with. And so I need to be part of that change and I need to make an impact in a positive way. Because for me, it's about community. But at the same time, I need to find who I am in this community. and I need to strip the onion and find who's coming through. And so, yeah, it's in the last few years that I've gone, okay, I feel comfortable with masculinity, but I don't necessarily feel comfortable with being he, him. I don't feel comfortable being heteronormative. And so I'm still discovering what that is. And so that's why I've been kind of playing in that middle space, as I call it. It helps me to kind of go these.
It's something that is something to explore, and if it's not for you, that's fine. But the fact that you're going within yourself and really trying to listen to yourself and love yourself and learn what you love and who you are, and not being afraid to do that. Someone will see that and go, do you know what? If that person can do that and be themselves, I can do that. And that one thing of visibility I feel like a bit emotional, like that changes somebody's life. Isn't that beautiful?
It's so beautiful, but also at the same time, it's like, isn't it crazy that, you know, we as queer people, as anybody who identifies as LGBTQIA+, we sort of have to do that.
Yeah.
And we have to do that in front of a lot of people. And that, honey, that takes gut.
It does. Do you know what? Hold the thought. We've got to cut to a break, and we will be back with our gorgeous Copper. Welcome back to the Paris Show. Of course, just before the break, we were talking all things beautiful, identity, exploration of oneself, and just the impacts of visibility as well. Of course, Copper, it's so beautiful to see you do what you do. You're flourishing. I genuinely can't get over just like the importance of what you do.
I feel like at the moment we just need to get back to like community. There's a lot of segregation within the wider community, and there's a lot of people who are fighting all different corners of our beautiful community.
Yeah.
And how are we supposed to combat that when we're not working together?
Amen is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, exactly.
And so, like, you know, little things that I have come face to face with, you know, I've met some gays with narrow views.
Yeah, we know some people like that too.
Some lesbians with narrow views. And some bisexuals with narrow views. And the conversation is always really just full of misinformation. And it's demonizing and really gross, and it makes me feel sick. And so I was like, right, how do I be a good queer person? Like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And so I'm going into my community and I'm trying to kind of build stuff. I'm building something in my local town at the moment called the Welcome Space, which I want it to be a safe space for trans and non-binary people. And it's really for the youth. It's for kids.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I know that there's a few 65-year-olds who are hiding in the corners, and I don't want them to hide anymore. I want them to come into a space where they feel like they can just breathe and just be. That's something I'm trying to do. With my documentary, with my podcast, I'm trying to like build a community with that.
Yeah.
And also put topics on the table that maybe we're afraid to talk about.
Yeah.
And maybe everybody's got a difference of opinion, but if we just sit down with each other and just talk, we might discover that we actually like each other.
Surprise, surprise. No, I love this, because also having that space of let's just sit and calmly talk about how we think and feel about certain things. And also a lot of the time people don't know what it's like to live as a trans and or non-binary person. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of demonizing. And I think, you know, once you sit down and have a conversation, you might have different views, and people's different views, there's nothing wrong with having different views, but the fact that you can sit down and listen and learn, because that person will learn something that will then click in their brain and go, they're human. What am I doing? And it's these really important conversations that need to happen. So this is good. This is good.
You know, we're trying, and I think we all, if we can, if we have the bandwidth to, if we have the platform to, and actually it's not even about having a platform, it's just about, can I do something? Can I make some change? There is a lovely human being who walks down our high street in pink sequins every day. They get so much abuse. And so now, every time I see them, I actively will shout their name, go and hug them, and have a big conversation with them. And get people to watch. I'm there going, look at me having a conversation with this person.
Say an example.
Like, and they're great. I love them. I think they're fantastic. Like, why wouldn't you have a conversation with them? I just think it's so bizarre. You just
have a really beautiful heart, a beautiful soul, and people can see that. And it just radiates through. You know, when someone walks into a room and they don't need to speak, you can just see, you can see the energy. It's like when you walked in, it felt like there was an army behind you.
That could just be the ginger hair.
Stop it, you.
I am like a Belisha Beacon.
Stop it, you. But,
you can literally see me a mile away.
No, but you know,
Thank you, though.
No, it's truth, but like, you know, this is what the energy that you have in your music as well. So let's say, okay, this time, 2027, right? What are you going to? We're not going to try. Just air quotes, we're just going to put it out in the universe and then just see what happens. What do you want to manifest this time next year for 2027?
So for 2027, I've got some very clear things that I want, and I'm going to achieve these.
Yes, good.
I'm going to have an EP of 6 songs with a bonus 7th track.
Why 6? Is there a specific reason for the number?
I think 6 songs is quite nice. It's like 3 intimately inviting you into my world, and 3 that say, now let's go on a journey.
And then the odd little
And then just this little one over here that's going, I'm a bit left field.
Little spice.
Yeah, but you're going to kind of dig it. It's quite nice.
Okay.
My documentary is going to win awards.
It has won.
It has won a BAFTA award.
It has won. Not just going, it has won, yes. That's right, we want to put this out there.
My documentary, Living Out Loud, has won 10 awards.
You know, it's about not just one. We have won 10 awards. I just love that you're like, look, I know what I want, and I'm getting it regardless. No, good for you. Good for you. I love this energy.
It's fun. I'm in a place now where I'm making bits of TV, doing bits of like audio stuff, and Gay Audacity is telling me I'm the next big TV presenter. That's
right. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Put it out there. The universe is attracted to this energy. So this is why we like to,
I'm the Stacey Solomon, not Stacey Solomon, Stacey Dooley.
Stacey
No
Solomon.
one wants to be Stacey Solomon.
Listen, we don't hate Stacey Solomon. We love Stacey Solomon.
We live.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the Stacey Dooley of drag.
Okay, right. Yeah, the Stacey Solomon of drag would have been quite a different show altogether. But
I love documentaries, genuinely. I made this documentary and was like, oh, hang on. There's so many cool topics I could talk about. And so if Stacey Dooley could do it.
Babes, And
So that's what we're doing.
Amazing. Okay.
And I'll have a dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would be the kind of dog? What do you picture?
A Border Terrier or a Dachshund. But to be honest, a Border Terrier.
A Border Terrier.
Because that's what I love. Dachshund is what my partner loves.
And if you were to pick a name for what's your dog's name? If you're in the park right now, and you're shouting them, what's their name?
I love dogs with really human names.
Bobby.
I was on the train to Manchester, and the lady next to me, her dog was called David. And so I would love a dog called Anne.
Anne.
Yeah. Anne. Or Latrice.
Do you know what? I can see something really fun, like maybe like a Euro Pride for you or something.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Right?
Listen, I know how to put on a show.
We know that.
Listen, I've met some very cool people recently. Beautiful, wonderful man called Mark, who is an absolute metalhead and wears leather skirts all the time.
Love that.
He has changed my world. And another shout out to like Ryan J. Keane, who has also changed my world. And I'm going to keep working with them, and you know, we're gonna make some magic. And
clothing brand, perhaps.
My merch has just come out recently. I've got new merch, but it's actually kind of slay. Yeah, it's very emo vibes.
It's giving like very sexy-esque young blood kind of energy.
Yeah, very that. It's like sit in a bedroom, listen to Placebo.
Perfect.
We've all been there.
Copper, it's been a real honour having you here. Thank you for coming on, and I can't wait to see you with these 10 awards. I can't wait to see with your dog Anne in the park, and it's going to be great.
I'll come back next time with my dog Anne.
Yes, you will. With all these, I want to see the awards on the table and everything.
Yes,
all right, let's make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you as well for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. So take it easy and bye for now.